The more clarity that you have in expressing who you truly are, and then the others that are around you are actually comfortable with that, it creates a field because they're doing it too. Now, this is a constructive process. It doesn't mean that all this is going to happen tomorrow. Don't go kick anybody out, please. Go through the process of sending this energy out also as your personal vibration, because equally as we could not want it, someone else to do it to us, we're doing it to them. But at the end of the day, you do have to be mature enough to set that point in your life and say, this is the conditions that I'm going to come into this. This is how much longer I'm going to deal with this. And you'll feel this stability. You'll feel this fortitude. You will see things open up for you and change, because that's what the power does. The power changes the morphogenic field. So all of a sudden now it's everybody else's idea to do this. They was thinking about doing this. As you start suggesting the realness, that's exactly what I was thinking about anyway. And then you can start moving through this space, because right now, as I said, right around you is opportunities that have never been available before, ever. Where's everybody else? Vacant. Lights on, nobody home. They're in that TV. They're 3 months from now. Some are at the election tables. Some are on top of 5G towers. They're everywhere but themselves. And that's why that is the external God. The world is the external God. They know more about the external God than they do about themselves. You bring it back into here. What do I like? What do I want to do? Shit, if I'm going to die. Shoot, if Corona gonna get me, I'm at least, man, forget it. Then I'm just, think about it, what I'm saying, because I'm sure, again, somebody had to hit that point in the house, be like, damn, this is the last time you're gonna travel. I never went to Paris. And then you start looking at the other person that may have held you back from going to Paris, right? It's just like, I'm just saying, it's just like, it becomes this thing where it's like, if I ever get another chance, but guess what? You're gonna get another chance. You have infinite amounts of chances here. That's the whole thing about the game. You know how any game is like, you got the up, down, left, right, BA, select, start. That's the contra code for infinite lives, right? So you got the infinite life thing going on, right? And so it's about projecting into that field now. It's about actually getting you prepared for that experience now, getting you aware of the jobs, if you may, or we call it funning. It's not work. It's not war anymore. Getting you aware of that new thing that is going to happen. Because why? Why would that happen? Because you just spent part of your existence. We're counting years. I've had 30 years go by in 1 year. So I can't count. I count like experiences. I just had so many experiences over the last 15 years since I got into this thing that were just all over the place and all types of stuff. I for sure know what I want right now. And that's also that confidence that you have to have in yourself, that you've been in here long enough. Like there's even some 16-year-olds in here right now. They know what they want. So if you have something or someone around you trying to convince you that that's not what you want, that is where the level up is. At least you found it. See, as a troubleshooter, sometimes, man, we'll tear it all apart and, man, still never find it. It's frustrating. Like I used to have to troubleshoot as a job in my life. And so I would actually go home thinking about this device or something that we couldn't get working. And I would take this thing apart in my mind. And by the morning time I had 5 things to try, I'd be out of the bed early, in the car, at the job, with the equipment and trying those things because, that I was trying to fix that. And so this is about also us in our own lives doing the troubleshooting. And that's what I've been doing. And I'm here today to tell you that resonance governs where we're at. Because all of us are in this space right now. Earthquake happening here. Because all of us are in this space right now. This lets us know where we're at with our progression. So I cannot speak to people who are not inside of this spectrum. And when I'm speaking to you, I'm not telling you what to do. As my teacher used to say, one of my teachers said, this is what you get to do, Sevan. Never tell anybody what they have to do. People don't have to do anything. You tell them what they can get to do so that they would enjoy it. So this is what you get to do in your life. And if you're still sitting at that point where you're like, but yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. I even know who it is, but I ain't going to be able to do anything about it. Take your vitamins. Get your brain together. Get your body together, because that's also the other way of how you're getting compromised. Build the mineral framework that is necessary to fortify the consciousness to make the decisions that it needs to make to bring itself back presence. There's more than one way to do this. There's infinite ways to bring a soul back into its body, to attract it into the space, into who it is, so that it can fulfill its mission. There's multiple ways to do this. You've got eniology now, there's diets now, there's all these different things. Now you get a chance to choose which one is going to work for you. So that's what it is. Let's open it up. We'll take 15 more minutes, since I did take that 15 minutes. And we'll see if anybody in the tribe has anything to say or any final thoughts that they want to add on to what was being said. No conspiracies tonight. I don't want to hear about demons, aliens, and legal codes and all that stuff. I'm tired of that. Like, it's not serving its purpose anymore for me, especially since it's been a decade. And I know, I don't care how well you do it. I got some cats that's all they do, and they can run you into the dirt with it as far as how much there is to it. And I'm just saying, at this time in our lives, why are we still giving light to things that we don't even want to be a part of our projection? I'm shifting my lens to what I want to do and what I want to see happen. And if others want to have fun too, because that's all I'm talking about. Like, I'm not going into the we shall overcome. Death is not the threat to me. Like, it brings in joy. It unleashes a force such as the world has never seen. If I can load everything in and that's my ultimate destiny, why? I mean, if anything, you need to be worried about me just hanging around here. That's why I got to keep myself busy. That's why you see where these suicidal thoughts would come from, is that, you know, if anything, you already know about the future. You know it's going to be great. You may be trying to rush over in that direction. That's why over here, you want to make it as amazing as possible. And you have the senses to do that.